Hey everyone, welcome back to this Python learning. In this video, I'm going to discuss about an interesting and easiest topic in a Python, which is Python operators. In a Python, we have a different operators like arithmetic operators, assignment operators, comparison operators, logical operators, identity operators, and also membership operators. So let's discuss one by one. But in this video, I'll be discussing about the very first type of an operator, which is an arithmetic operators. So we are using these arithmetic operators since our beginning, since our childhood. But still, let's explore how do we use these arithmetic operators in a Python. Okay, very first operator is an addition. The symbol that we use for performing addition is the plus icon, which is used to add two or more elements. Let's say you want to perform addition of two different numbers. Let's say A equals 100 and let's say B equals 300. And you need to find sum of both. I'll just use print A plus B. See? This is how we perform addition of two numbers. It has to give us the result like, 100 plus 300, which is 400, right? So similarly, subtraction, which uses a minus symbol, which is used to find the difference between two or more numbers. So let's say A equals, I'll just use 1000 and B equals 500. And I just need to find the difference between A and B. I'm using an operator minus. So A minus B is going to give us 1000 minus 500, which is just 500. Next operator is a multiplication. Normally we use an into symbol to multiply, right? But here we just use an asterisk to multiply two or more numbers. Let's say A equals 10 and let's say B equals 5. And I just need to find multiplication or product of these two things. I'll just use like, A times B. A asterisk B is going to give us 10 times 5, which is going to be 50. Okay, so the next interesting operator is basically division, which is used to divide a number by another number. Let's say A equals 100 and let's say B equals 5. I just need to find A by B. So slash is the forward slash is the symbol which we use for, dividing any two numbers. Well, it's giving 100 by 5 is going to be 20.0. One interesting thing that you can observe here is, when we perform a division, when we divide two numbers, the result is always the float. The end result is always a float. Okay, so next interesting arithmetic operator is exponential. What if you need to find power of a number? Let's say you want to find 2 power 3. How to find 2 power 3? Very simple, you can just, let's say A equals, I'll call it like 2 and I'll give B equals 3 and we just need to find an exponential, right? So A is 2 to the power. Power in the sense we don't use a cap, rather we just use a double asterisk. Single asterisk is for multiplication, double asterisk is for exponential. 2 power 3 in the sense we multiply 2 3 times. 2 times 2 times 2 is 8. Okay. One more interesting thing, I don't know whether you have seen or not, this flow division and modulus are new for you if you are a beginner in programming. Flow division is pretty much similar to your normal division, but it returns a integer result upon a division. What do you mean by that? So very simple, let's say A equals 10 and let's say B is equal to 3. And if I try to perform normal division A by B, see it gives you the results in the form of a float, right? It giving decimal result, right? I'm just performing a normal division. Now let me try to show the same thing with respect to the flow division. See, flow division does the same division process, but it just returns an integer division. Like it returns an integer result. Okay, just cut down the decimal places. That is a flow division. Hope it's clear. It returns integer result upon division. See, if I change it to 5, it gives you 2.0 for division and 2 for flow division. Hope it's clear. Next interesting thing is, modulus. Modulus is something which basically returns a remainder value upon a division. So what is remainder? What comes to your mind when I say remainder? So let's say, for example, you have a 10 and you want to divide it by 3. Okay, so I'll just take it, normal division, right? Like how we perform a division. So I'll just say like, 3 3s are 9. So now 10 minus 9 is going to be the 1. So in this, can you tell me what is remainder? So this 1 is going to be the remainder. Okay, whenever you divide any two numbers or whenever you apply modulus on any two numbers, it just gives you the remainder value. See, I'll just say like A equals 10. I'll say B equals 3 and now I'll just call, A modulo B. So which is going to give us a remainder, which is 1. This is modulus. So similarly, what if my question is, just 9 and B is 3? What is 9 modulo 3? 9 is completely divisible by 3. Obviously, remainder is going to be 0. So this is how the modulus operation is going to work. I hope it's clear. All right. So this is all about, the basic arithmetical operators with respect to numbers. So now the question is, can we perform, the same arithmetical operators with a list? Let me explain. Okay, let's perform operators with a list. Let's say, for example, you have a 2 list. Say 1, 2, 3, and let's say B is equal to 4, 5, 6. Okay, now tell me, if I perform A plus B, what is the end result? Will it perform addition? Yes. Plus operator can be performed between 2 or more lists, but what it is giving, it is just combining all the elements of list and it's giving you the single result. Okay, addition operator works with a list. Do you think minus works? Actually, no. Subtraction and multiplication is not supported. Subtraction and multiplication is not, sorry, yeah. Multiplication of two lists is not supported. Subtraction is not supported. And also if you try to perform a division, even that is going to throw an error. Okay, what it supports is just, addition of two lists is possible and scalar multiplication of list is possible. Let's say, for example, you have an A, and now what if I do print A times 2? So now, can you see it's not multiplying, rather, when we multiply any scalar value to our list, the list values will repeat. If I say 2, it's repeating 2 times. If I say 3, it repeats 3 times. Okay, so this is related to a list. Similar concept works with tuple as well. The plus and multiplication is going to work with a tuple. Let me show an example here. So let me just give a heading like a tuple. And here, see, instead of list, let me just change it to tuple. I'm just taking two examples like a 2 list, 2 tuple. You can try it with more as well. It works. See, if I try to perform addition of 2 tuple, it's going to give a single tuple which combines elements of both the tuples. Okay, and similarly, scalar multiplication is possible. If I try to multiply A with 5, it repeats your tuple 5 times. See? Okay, and now same thing is going to work even with a string. String in the sense text, plus operator can be used in order to add two strings. Let's say you have one of the string like a data, and you have another string like, science. Okay, now I just need to print A plus B. Well, it works. What if in case you want a space between them, you can just add one extra additional empty string so that, you just get addition of two different strings. See, like this. And one more interesting thing, you can also multiply strings. So let's say, for example, you have a string hello. Okay, what if you want to repeat hello multiple times? You can just use print. A times, I'll just say 3, so it's going to repeat hello 3 times. If you want a space, just add one space after hello so that, it takes hello after every word. So this is all about, arithmetic operators that you can perform with respect to a Python, with respect to list, tuple, string, and also with respect to elements. Okay, I hope it's clear. Thank you. Happy learning.